Hello everyone and welcome in this new video. I can guess that if you're now here is because you're facing an opponent in Friends and Dragons that probably beated you up so many times that you're now going to have nightmares about it. Seraph and their sisters. Well, you're in the right place, my friend, because now I'm going to show you step by step how to deal with each floor and show both Seraph and the sisters how their immortality doesn't make them so immortal as they think. But before we go, I hope you appreciate the attempt of commentary I'm doing. My English, as you might have heard, is not that good, but maybe it's not that terrible to make you throw bananas at me. I thought that it would be easier to explain each fight like this instead of dropping a mute video of me knowing what I'm doing and you trying to do the same, but ending up in feeding an Archon with your healer. Don't do it. They don't deserve this. Now that everything is sorted, let's go with the first thing to know. Who should I bring? If you're not yet into or beyond the 3-1 level, where you need to face Keffian, any hero and any color will work. Just make sure to deal with the champion in the correct way and you'll be fine. We'll check later how to easily win against him, don't worry. If you're facing Keffian, here you'll need both someone able to survive their deadly Wither plus Punish combo, and the heroes with the Brutal trait. That's because both Keffian and the sisters are Celestials, meaning they gain back all HP lost at the start of their turn. Heroes with Brutal though reduce their defense after each hit, reducing accordingly the amount of HP they can regenerate, until they can be one-shot. You can quickly see heroes with Brutal trait by typing Brutal in the search option here. All heroes you have with this trait will be shown in a single place, and this works for any other trait too. Good heroes to tank Keffian are characters with high health and low damage, like Knights, who suffer less from punishment. Other great heroes are Scorch, Bramble and Rose Bramble, Wild Earth and Light Earth, Darzor, Augur and Ravenna, because of their punish resistance or wither immunity. Ravenna has not these immunities, but she can survive thanks to her double lifesteal that makes her self-regenerate HP after each hit. For 5-1 and 6-1 Talf, things change a bit, because you need someone able to survive the hits of the melee sister that increase in strength after each turn. For these two levels, I heard that this blue team with Exact leader or Dark Dwarves team with Ratborn leader can work, but I never had the chance to try them, so I'm going to explain how to use green. As leader, I highly suggest you Wild Earth, or even better for 5-1 and 6-1, Oakscale. They are going to be the hero that will tank both Keffian and the sisters. As second, of course, a healer. I'd avoid druids or warlock stuff, because druids don't immediately heal you, and warlocks need to attack in order to heal, meaning to put them in danger, especially if they stacked a lot of cowardice, which I'll explain later. As third and fourth, take your best brutal dealers. Korra and Karasta are the cheapest but still great option. As fifth, I suggest you a control unit, such as Evelyn or Karasta, who will make the battle against the champion much easier. Kiara is still good, but she doesn't have brutal, meaning she's going to be not really useful against Keffion or the sisters. That's why I prefer Evelyn or Karasta. As last one, I heard some players use Ariane or Dawn Shimmer to clear the map, even Bramble for his punish resistance. But what I truly suggest you is Chill Grip. Why? Because of his Revitalize trait, which I'll show you during this gameplay. Now that you know how to build a team, let's get into the battle. What I'm going to show you is my gameplay through 6-1. I won't show previous levels because 6-1 is already what you face in earlier levels, just much harder. If you understand the ideas behind the moves, the battle itself against champion doesn't change much from 3-1 or 6-1. The ideas are always the same. It just changes the amount of enemies you have to deal. The first thing you should pay attention at when playing Seraph is to avoid hits from Avengers and Archons. These enemies have brutal attacks, meaning they are going to reduce with each hit they manage to deal the defense of your heroes. It's precisely for this reason that if you have it, I totally suggest you to bring Steel Grip in your team. Thanks to his Revitalize, he can take brutal hits and regenerate when you start the next floor. This keeps your other heroes safe and with no defense reduction makes the battle against the Archons much easier. In fact, as you can see here, I'm avoiding any brutal hit on my heroes thanks to him, using him as bait for dangerous enemies because he will recover lost defense anyway. One thing you must care about, though, is the Cowardice Malus. Each time your heroes don't attack, they gain 1 Cowardice, which can be stacked and increase of 100% the incoming damage for each Cowardice the hero has. In easy words, keep switching heroes and make them attack regularly. Otherwise,
I'll show you.
What the fuck?
nothing changes in second floor. Just avoid receiving brutals and clear the map switching constantly your heroes. Just, please, remember that Avengers hit in diagonal too. I saw too many times players forgetting about this, and it won't kill you receiving 1 brutal. Just try to avoid to receive several of them on the same hero. Finally, we reach the champion. First move is crucial to remove as many enemies as possible in a single turn, so don't play passive. Go for it. Just be sure to keep your healer safe behind someone. Steel Grip is useful here to taunt both demons and champion. The strategy against the champion is to let it stack Cowardice, so don't go melee against him unless in diagonal. For the first 3 turns, he won't be able to attack you if he has to move, because of lumbering. Use this in your favor. If you have Karashta, make her hit it from afar. This will slow it down and make it easy to deal with him. If you have Evelyn or Kiara instead, wait to hit it with them until he loses lumbering, otherwise the immobilization is useless. 4 Cowardice are enough to kill, especially if you hit it before and it's not full HP. Here we just resume our game of avoiding brutals. Nothing new. Here you must be cautious about the 5 Archons on the left. What I suggest you here is, as always, to tank with Steel Grip and try to split the punish damage among your heroes, meaning try to kill 1 Archon with someone and the next one with another, just to have time to recover with the healer and heal out your team, avoiding unpleasant death. 6th floor can be nasty, but just corner the healer somewhere. I like this spot. Keep someone above him and you'll be fine. Then you can send your heroes all over the map, killing and doing what heroes do. And now we reach the Seraph. In your first move, split your team and attack all Archons at once. Keep only Wild Earth or Oakscale or anyone you're using as tank or Captain, and never go melee against it with someone else, or its Weaver and Punish combo might result lethal. This battle will go on for a while, because you need to reduce the Seraph defense until you can one-shot it. But not rushing this. Your primary role now is to always keep clear your surroundings, in order to avoid unfortunate hits on your healer once Catherine pushes your party away. Remember, first comes clearing minions, then plus damage, and watch out from cowardice too, as always. A good tip here to avoid blunders is to always move healer as last one, in order to avoid your tank attacking Catherine, not receiving the heal and then die. As you can see, even after some turns, if you play correctly, you don't have the problem of cowardice stacking up. Just use all your heroes to remove minions and slowly reduce the Seraph's life. This position allows you to hit 2 times, but be careful about doing it only when there are no minions nearby, because the chance to find yourself with your tank in an angle blocked by Avengers, it's real, and especially if you don't have a rogue, If that happens, that means dead. To make things a little faster, you can check the champion which should be left by pressing on its box. Its statistics will show up, and this can be done for any enemy or hero. If your heroes deal enough damage with their additional attacks, you can proceed melee and keep Gagan on forward. If you're rabbit here, that means you defeat all previous levels up to 4-1, but for 5-1 and 6-1, sufferance is not over yet. Here is the same game of brutal avoid of previous levels. Begin to embrace yourselves for what comes next. And here we reach the final floor, where you lose all your sanity even if it's not cooked. In first move you must clear all the bottom level and prepare yourself against the sisters. Secret here is insanely good to taunt sisters and keep them in position for all the time you need. As you can see, they will all target him in this specific square. I also found out that if you keep the knight below, as I did, you can keep Oak and Evelyn too to hit without killing, meaning to remove cowardice on them for free. The strategy against the sisters is the same of the Seraph. Brutal hits on them until you can one-shot all of them. Yes, you heard me well. All of them, in a single turn. That's because of their funny ability Equilibrium, which increases for only a 5000% the damage they deal for each missing sister. Meaning... Before striking, check out the sister's remaining HP after each turn. If you're sure you won't kill one of them, proceed with the attack. Otherwise, plan for a different one. My suggestion is to reduce all sister defense to roughly 5k, and only then proceed with the elimination of them. One warning though, sisters too have brutal attacks, and melee also increases damage after each turn. That means you also have to be fairly quickly. If you have Steel and Wild Dirt or Oak Scale, you can use Steel to tank until his defense drops to around 3 or 4k, and then switch him with Oak Scale. If instead you have Wild Dirt, I suggest you to switch them every 2 turns, because with Wild Dirt you won't have the Knight below like I'm having right now, because Wild Dirt has higher damage than Oak Scale. When moving Steel Grip, I suggest you to bring him where my Evelyn is now, because in that position, if you lock up the position with Petal Step hitting diagonal the melee archer, you're sure they will never move. Even the magic one won't reach Steel Grip because there's the melee one in front of him, meaning they will keep the position even after you move away your warrior. Once sisters are all one-shotable, it's time to go for the kill. As you can see here from my failed attempt, I'm going to use all heroes at the same time, trying to kill them once for all. Unfortunately, the move I had to do here was too long to be made for a reasonable time, meaning the move ended up with me killing one of them but not the other two, and you saw the results. Well, this has been a long video, but I hope I didn't annoy you too much, and all you need to know reached your ears. If you ever want to have a cop in this difficult event, feel free to ask to me in the game, and I will happily assist you. With this being said, raise your weapons, because the battle against evil never stops.